Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacaster. I'm your host, Imperial Lane, the one and only Master Propaganda, Like defender of the fatherland. Officer 1v1 on road to Tunis. In the west it is Dumais for the Falsche Brigaderamke. In the east it is Masterstef with the Stef Brigade. No, with the US 1st Armoured Division. Also, quick note. Currently, my monitor is in the process of slowly dying, it appears. I ordered a new monitor, but it's basically sort of blinking in and out, unless I give it a little break, several times a minute, many times a minute, in fact. So, until I get the new monitor, I will be, doing shorter matches and 1v1 because it's quite frankly a bit stressful just to look at the screen, blanking out. And I do have some tricks to, help keep the blinking down, but it's definitely getting to me, so just a heads up there. So, we got the first Falcon Pioneer Scorpion here for Dumais. Aggressively landing in with the Falcon Pioneer. Plenty of rifle from Masterstef, just sticking to one scout start. And of course, with this recording, you probably may not notice it too much. Hopefully, by the time this video is up or the day after, the new monitor will arrive, and hopefully that'll be it. I mean, I've tried testing many other things, and I believe it's the monitor in part because, just keeping the monitor shut down for these so moments does seem to help keep the blinking away, so that makes it feel to me unless I'm doing something like that. But anyways, scouts moving about here, Grenadiers for Dumais and Deutschland. Falcon Pioneer, Pioneer heading southwards, Falcon Pioneer heading eastwards. The Falcon Pioneer, of course, being one of the more partly German Fallschirmjäger Division. The scouts would have been another one, actually. Little fun fact there. Grenadiers move to the cutoff point here. The Masterstef scouts get into position. Democratically, of course. So far, though, Masterstef clearly looking for more infantry ability to put pressure on Dumais with. It's definitely built some players occasionally fair, but it does feel more common with the Brits. Shots fired here on the scouts by the Falcon Pioneer. Another round squad there for Masterstef, and the Falsche Brigaderamke was the only German sort of Fallschirmjäger element in North Africa. Other Axis paratroopers were pretty much all of the Italian, of which they actually had 2 Italian paratrooper divisions stationed in North Africa. Fun fact. Only 2.5. Anyways, round squad moving forward. See, we got more grenadiers there for Dumais, as Masterstef strikes in the north, leading the way democratically in the name of freedom and liberty. Further south, scouts poking in there. So far, otherwise, good plays on both sides. Mechanized supports for Masterstef. Devious play there. Falcon Pioneer engaging the round squad. We're going to catch the Falcon Pioneer in a bit of a twist. We do get Grenadiers round to support here. Might just help out here. Could try and throw a sample charge here. Maybe trying to switch engagement a bit in his favor by having the rifle run away there. Doesn't know what's going to happen. Trying to merge it, there we go. But even more Grenadiers around. The merge there buying time here crucially. And suddenly Masterstef's rifle find themselves surrounded. The ones that will merge again. Congratulations, they're all now Falcon Pioneers. That any of the training. The parachutes. So, mortars out here for Masterstef, perhaps just to blast the opponent with, perhaps in anticipation of an MG42. It's tough to say, of course, exactly here what Masterstef is actually expecting out of Dumais. We've got the Luftwaffe company on the way here. Yeah, guess he cancelled that and went for it again. Got machine gun on the way for the Falcon Pioneer, the MG15. Mortar sort of flying around to the Grenadiers, trying to capture the cutoff point there. Good play there by Dumais. The most Dumaising Dumais. In the South Pioneers for the scouts, he'd been up close with the MP40s. The Maschinenpistole in 40. Mechanized supports in there, halfway done here for Masterstef. Luftwaffe company 2/3 of the way done there. Rifleman pushing northwards here. MG15 ready for the Falcon Pioneer. Basically an aircraft machine gun that after they basically upgraded the aircraft with bigger machine guns, you didn't really need that one, and so someone had the bright idea of converting it into a light machine gun. It is worth noting for a light machine gun, it was kind of big. And typically they kind of went to more second, third rate units. Units like the Fallschirmjägers, I don't really got that, but obviously there's always going to be exceptions. So, 500, 461 so far. Dumais on the lead here. Fallschirmjägers prepared. Leipzig calls them in opposite. Instead he goes for the 2-1 first. They like their Panzerwagen. The weapon support in the way there for Masterstef. The Stef Master.
Infantry will not be reinforced without your permission.
Commandant.
2-1 there, halfway done.
Grenadiers ready. Follow me. We're leaving.
For the south, the pioneers as the scouts. 2-1 there, almost done for Dumais. Leiterschützen, Panzerwagen.
Your tools.
They got here bunkers well being paired by Dumais.
The Grenadiers have taken the location.
Of course, concrete beneath the hot desert sun is perfect. So, bit of quiet here. Rifle advancing forwards. Corporal Eugene Whiskers, Wisconsin.
Mortar incoming.
And he's a dodging mortar fire. 2-1 aggressive, patrolling southwards here. Looking for the scouts and very much dispatching them. Aggressive glee. And Masterstef, he goes for Armoured. Not too big a surprise there. Probably not heavy weapons we have. Okay. Moment. The focus unfortunately is a bit on the screen here. So far it's holding out there. Gave it a nice little break for recording.
Medical facility momentarily.
We'll never see how long it can last. 2-1 there, catching the mortar. After diving after him, got the punch with the MD-15. Half tracks on there for Masterstef. Infantry half tracks there. Punch Imperial actually used the armor for cover. Thumbs up. That's actually something you can do just most players who use of it. Of course, you look at some early footage from World War II. For example, you know, during one of the Germans' many invasions, you'll notice they actually like use, for example, the tanks for cover as they advance forwards. And Black 30 though here for Dumais, the Flieger Abwehr Kanone 13, striking the cut up on there, M3 half-track ready, being upgraded with the M45 Max mount, turning into of course the M16. Also put a pressure on Dumais, of course, with the Black 30 was not completely unprepared either. There was 2-1 majors lead. Leipzig Dumais actually goes for any punching leaders. 30 cal there for Masterstef.
Mobile flak gun ready.
South Pioneers poking in there, mines being laid down. Let me see if they get
LG-40
attack.
recoilless launchers
Definitely
ready
some
to
Italian
paragraph on your
paratroopers at
request.
this point, the only fact from any kind of like airborne infantry going on at all. Masterstef with the bazooka. The LG-44 Dumais. I guess just as a sort of backup option in case he needs some anti-tank acids fast. Schnell, the Germans would say it. Further south, Rifleman mortars wing the scout teams with the pursuit team almost done. Got heavy flak fire here laying down. The volley of death, got the Fudging Puny and the move
The enemy
forwards.
has claimed our sector.
Spotting primarily grenadiers. With Ersatz Fallschirm Pioniere. There's another fun fact, though obviously not applicable to this period of the war, but as the war went on, there was an increasing number of Fallschirmjäger divisions that were just Fallschirmjäger in name only, really. They typically also less discussed. So, mortars arriving there for Dumais, the Granatenwerfer 34. German Fallschirmjäger actually had their own version of the Sturmwerfer, which is just basically a shortened 80mm mortar, was a bit light. Armor comes to the advantage into the IC, rifle mortar on the centre here. Super team holding up here, pressuring the Fallschirmjäger with MD-15. American mortar there pushed back by the mighty heroics with German grenade there. And we got heavy barrels there for Masterstef. There you go, mortar blast away, M16 hanging back here, and smoke pot against the Flak 30. Actually pushing forwards there. Go. Monitor blinking has begun. Almost 10 minutes. Like roughly 3 minute play. Viewers shouldn't experience anything as again is with the monitor correctly, but let's do a bit of a test there. It's still like distracting for me. So, we got the improvised armor there for Masterstef. Snapping on a bit extra in the M16 half-track. No Fallschirmjägers for Dumais. Tragedy. Oh, So safety, let's go for them. Thumbs up. Popping in the Fallschirmjägers here. Super team M16 on the move. Fleck 30 holding up here. We got the M16 getting absolutely hammered here. The super team advancing force as well here. Mortar fire raining down, perhaps not quite impressively. Fallschirmjägers, of course, slowly advancing force well there in the south. Zuka team force away unable to match the Flak 30 south side. They do get the Fallschirmjäger in the FG-42s. And here's the rifle squad. And a grenade in the GIs. M16 quick repositioning here. Noting the 2-1 note not being upgraded here by Dumais, clearly relying on flaks and other fun things here. Fallschirm Pioneer on the field point, but Masterstef that puts up pretty fierce fight here against Dumais, allowing no German trespass. Yeah, as almost done there. Dumais possibly hovering his finger at the only 41 who really should call it in, but just stayed the course. He's not going to call it in. I would recommend maybe some mines. South Fallschirmjägers continue their lonely patrol here, nabbing up points there from the Amerikaner. There you go, Dumais straight into the Panzer Company. Seeing some panzers, maybe some stuff too. We shall have to see. Route squad heading south at sea. We got Bazooka team moving in. Twice armor there slowly running here from Masterstef and his vehicles. There we go, rapid charge of the Fallschirmjägers. Port on them activated. There we go, grenade. Who proves to be the great persuader in persuading the Americans to get out of there. Very good argument there, good German sir. Sirs? Large force here back here for Dumais. That's trying for the next push. Either to make it, or perhaps waiting to see what Masterstef's doing before then counterattacking. We'll have to see in the south, though. Masterstef has decided to weed out the Germans a bit more aggressively. Both the M6 and the scouts being dispatched here. And Dumais very much catches the convincing argument in return and gets the devil out of there. I mean, so far Dumais has got an excellent victory point lead over his opponent. Casualty, not quite as impressive, but it is nonetheless there. It is nonetheless there. Large German force moving in here. Bazooka team holding the line for now. M16, of course, providing some covering fire there with his 450 caliber machine guns, laying down an ungodly amount of destructive firepower against the Germans. Switching from the M16 Wolfers here. El Capitan from Masterstef on the way to lead his men. No candles, it decides they're better than, you know, an officer. Why not just get a machine gun? That lays down a lot more lead. Oh, goes for the sniper. Clearly here we see Masterstef there rolling through a variety of scenarios in his mind. He's trying to figure out what could, you know, most effectively put the pressure on Dumais and the Germans. Apparently Masterstef's ends up with the answer that it's going to be a sniper. South side scouts poking forwards. Sniper almost done there. Almost. Like 30 busy. Passport being met here with a hailstorm of lead.
Sector now under enemy control.
Now enough draft squads here. Air shells in the flank 30.
We have lost a flak gun.
Flak 30 down, they're here by the heroic Americans, ambushing the crew and making incredibly short work of them. Well played there with Masterstef. That set, perhaps less well played, is the potential what the Ralphs, but they do escape here. Teutonic Wrath of Dumais. There we go. Snuggling in here. There going to cover smoke. Unfortunately, appears to be white phosphorus as well that mixed into it.
We must persevere.
Looks like Dumais still getting the flak threat to safety. Panther homing on the way here. Of course, cruising Masterstef right now. Only has a pair of bazookas to really stop him. may not entirely work. There, sniper out here with the scope, Springfield rifle, which I believe was the prime weapon used by any sort of, American sniper or marksman. Bernice getting sniped at as well. Reinforcing healing. Panzer IV almost done there for Dumais. Panzer V on the M16. And if Punch and Punch trying to flank it, almost had the sniper. Ultimately wasn't quite able to get.
Panzer IV reporting in.
Got the Panzer IV arriving here for Dumais and Deutschland, adding the pillar-mounted Maschinengewehr. Meanwhile, Masterstef finally time to tag up, gets the tank depot ready.
Territory lost.
There you go, Panzer IV on the move, Panzerkampfwagen 4.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
And here's Falchion Pioneer there on the move. Advancing in the center, looks like Dumais will once more set up the main focus of his Schwerpunkt, as it would be called, on the center there, with mortars, Panzer IVs and all such that are happening there. Panzer IV striking the American lines with fierce firepower beneath the Kupsteel German engineering. Fallschirmjägers that engage with rifle squads.
They found us! Return fire!
Two full squads that are dashing in. 106 to 244.
Territory sec. Victory point lost.
Enemy infantry! Jason!
Pioneers getting mauled. There you go, Pentaphonic down, sniper almost got it. Pioneers, though, expired here at the hands of the Amerikaner. The Southeast Fallschirm striking the scout team. Bazooka team, though, ambushed here by the Panther IV, quickly wiped here. Almost got them. Now the Bazooka team from Masterstef, of course, then desperate tries to sort out for Brad Pitt and the Sherman EC8. Got the Bazooka team there. Masterstef, at least for a brief moment in time, he defends us against the might of the German Panzer Fighters. Certainly a terrifying prospect here for Masterstef. And Dumais applying more pressure, throwing more oil onto the fire, if you will. Dropping in another Fallschirmjäger squad, deploying more elite Germanic infantry from above. The strike at the Americans. Panzer IV withdrawing. Fallschirmjägers on the move.
We have Fallschirmjäger ready for orders.
We're standing by. More replacements. Unlucky day.
Zuka teams.
Captured. Bring up reserves. This territory is ours.
Bit of air comms, and that's immediately Commander 5 from the M16.
Where are those bastards firing from?
And there we go. Goes absolutely kaput here. As Dumais moves forward here, Fallschirmjägers leading the vanguard. They're infiltrating a bit closer to the enemy line before launching the attack. Thumbs up. 1913. You see here though that Masterstef starting to slowly get ahead of this point in terms of casualties. So could be a bit concerning here for Mr. Dumais. Just a bit. Line here, and the rifle team coming in the south still. Dumais has got lead of Masterstef in terms of map control. Masterstef is starting to get closer to the Sherman EC8.
Received. Enemy is down to 200 points.
Dumais connected soon go for another Panzer IV. This lead is just building up more and more. I think Masterstef tactically may want to look at some different approach here versus Dumais. So Dumais, we got the logic there selected. There we go, another Panzer for Dumais and Das Fahrzeug. Meanwhile, M16 there, gaining veteran defeat. Too much experience gained for just blasting German aircraft, and there you go. East in the south wiped out a stinger blow there to Dumais, starting to run a bit out of the units here. infantry, but it still has the Panda 4 with the second on the way.
Forces available as reinforcement.
There you go, cheap reinforcement then here for Dumais, not the biggest surprise. I mean, he could go for the flank 56, I'm like really concerned about Masterstef's armor, but so far Dumais does not seem to be particularly concerned about that.
Panzer 4 is field
Masterstef can
ready.
soon go for Germany CH anyways. Though, of course, the Flak 36, of course, could be handy. North Grenadiers with the M16 here. Bit of lighter skirmishing here.
One of our capture
Sniper
points
still
is
at it.
under attack.
Reaction 2-1 on that one. 149 on 71. Second Panther ready, of course, here at this point for Dumais. Armoured sides goes into the Panther Force could be a very good investment.
Enemy
We'll build up
forces
towards the
have
centre
claimed
again,
our
I think,
territory.
here. Masterstef this can give it around. There you go, Dumais sits again at the Panther
The enemy
4,
has taken a victory
leading the
point.
charge for the Svartaland. Striking in, there we go. Masterstef has the vessel prepared for the summoning of Brad Pitt, the German seat there. And Panther on the north, nice two-pronged push here by Dumais. That's quite long as Panther wanted to. There you go, nice push over Dumais, 2 thumbs up. There's on the flanks here though. Around the best, but it's not enough to save the mortar crew, leaving this poor Bobby there. To make the run. There you go, mortar destroyed here. Good push here by Dumais, blindsiding Masterstef and the Masters of Democracy. And Dumais here actually is now backtaking for the Panzergrenadier country. I'm guessing the Pack 40 here. Or maybe, I don't know, Niederlef was
Belgium Pioneers, KIA.
Another blinding blow hit Dumais as his Falcon Pioneers get destroyed there by the Germany's here. Painful strike there against the German army. Great hit here from Masterstef. Let's see how Dumais pulls out this one. Another great shot there from EC at the Panther 4. EC going after it.
Victory point lost. Panzer 4 destroyed.
Panzer 4 is ready for action.
Picks up the Panther 4. One 144. Budgeminger's hiding there quite
The
well.
enemy has claimed our territory for their own.
German army, as a site, was actually quite big fans of infiltration tactics, in part because German army doctrine was actually based around World War I stormtroopers. Like, it was basically the basis of like German infantry tactics were the stormtroopers of World War I. There you go, Fudgemakes dropping the amplitude of the sniper. The sniper turns out to be surprisingly durable when get fired at by 8mm Mauser from fully automatic weapons. And there you go, full button Fudgemakers. Massive blow to the mace. Like, he was really so far ahead, but by now he's taking rather painful losses, particularly on the infantry side. I think at this point Dumais will probably want to look at replacing his infantry losses at the top of the Panda 4. I mean, Starsum could be a way to maybe try and deal with the sniper. Fudgemakers obviously will still work out. Pack 40 at Dumais as expected in the end. It's the LD-40 is just going to struggle, I think, penetrating reliably the armor of the Sherman EC-8. Passing probably wants several issues for the Loiter, of course. The Loiter just risks getting shot down by the M16, so perhaps the Loiter just isn't that great of a match. Might be all going for the LD-40 and then spam the manpower, you know. Infantry.
Anti-tank gun and crew are ready for
This
orders.
aggressive turnaround here against the maze, honestly. So only highlights that, you know, there's this, you know, bit of a margin of high risk for the Wehrmacht, but like, you know, they make one mistake, boom, suddenly everything just kind of goes pear-shaped. He's actually going for a second pack 40? I'm not entirely sure about that one, personally. I think double pack 40s here might be a overreaction against the Germans. I mean, I get it, it's an EC-8, but I feel like he's still ignoring some other elements Oh, we got the M31 recovery tank out from
The
Masterstef
enemy
based
holds all
off the
victory points.
M3 Lee. You could try and recover that 2-1 there.
Territory sector lost.
And
Park
4.
deployed.
That could get a bit ugly there for Dumais very fast. That could in fact snowball. It could of course just salvage it, which is obviously still going to be a problem for Dumais. Take a rough cross off the court. Nothing happening there.
The enemy has
Has to be one
claimed our
off. Nice
sector.
and retreat path here. Second pack forward ready. Flipping in here.
Installing a Luftwaffe officer's quarters.
The obstacles there for Dumais. Being bombarded. And like, oh, this is really painful now for Dumais. Really painful. Like his strong infantry has now effectively been evaporated here by Masterstef. That means he's got nothing to really protect from some of the pack 40s against the infantry. That is
Headquarters has an
exceedingly
officer
bad here for Dumais. Yup, he's recovering the Panda 4. Got a lighter. It's a bold move, but the problem is the A716 here. And there will make very short work of it. There you go. Already got one pot shot down. And he's withdrawing his forces. And there you go, Panda 4 right about to get recovered. And then the repair. Certainly very awkward there for Dumais. And I'd say both tactical and moral victory here, or psychological victory here for Masterstef. Certainly poses a lot of problems there for Dumais.
counterattack.
336 versus 144. At this point, I think this is very much Masterstef's win. I mean, he's just basically taking the tank away from his opponent.
Grab your tools. Indirect fire team.
No matter how you look at it, is not a great looking opponent. I mean, there might still be some surprise here out of Dumais, but
Alarm. Sector
not too
overrun.
sure.
We have 300 points remaining.
On 94 on the 44th, North Carolina's been engaged with the Alpha Squad.
Master 4 reporting in.
Initiating Fallschirmjäger deployment. Green light.
Well, Fudgemakers for Dumais, finally, but I fear at this point might be a bit too little too late. But they're landing in the south here. Attacks on against the Panther 4 there. Panther 4 goes to Sherman EC at ace level. The most heroic Brad Pitt.
Fallschirmjäger deployed.
For both packs here, and the mortar gets hit with white phosphorus.
Our adversary is
Oh,
pushing
the
back.
absolute
We are
horror.
down to 250 points.
Horror. Definitely not great stuff for Dumais in the situation that's already heavily pressured. Watching this anti-tank crews there getting washed with white phosphorus. It's not the ideal. There goes Sniper, keeps up the pressure as well here. The casualties not building up in favor of the Americans, which at this stage of the match is never a good thing for the Germans. I mean, obviously not the Germans and the casualties, that doesn't mean they're winning, but if they're behind, yeah, it's typically not a great sign. So, Masterstef can soon go for another Germany seat, at which point I fear Dumais may well and truly be stuffed. We'll see the Pioneers are getting shredded to repair the Panda 4. And there you go, GG from Dumais. Victory for Masterstef, a brutal loss there. I mean, it was really close, but those infantry losses he suffered there really put Dumais behind. And then the double packs, I just don't think was particularly what we needed there either. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the match. You learned something from it. This is Imperial Links in. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting and wondrous Propagandacast, I hope. Again, 1v1s and shorter matches until, I get a new screen. Anyways, cheers.